Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here, and we're in our book, Creation versus Evolution by Arlo Molenpaugh. And I just thought I wanted to bring in some specifics. I've done this a few different times on the creation evolution debate because his chapters are so succinct, just anywhere from 2 to 4 pages normally, but so packed with information that I think is extremely important. And so this is a copy of the book. I'd highly recommend you get this book. I say, I'm a Pentecostal, I'm Oneness Apostolic, but regardless, this is the best introduction to creation science I've ever seen. So let's look at what he has to say on human origins. Okay, so he's got to think, why is physical anthropology so heavily influenced by subjective factors? Now, Dr. Molenpaugh got a doctor of chemistry. He's still teaching. He's in his 80s, still doing good. So he's got a quote on here by Dr. Derek Ager, former president of the British Geological Association, and he said practically every evolutionary story he had learned as a student has now been debunked. That's just right. I've actually done a video on hominoids and this type of thing. And so here are some so-called prehistoric men that have been debunked. Ramapithecus. The suffix pithecus means ape. And just good information like that. This fossil was found in India, 1932. Time Life books claim that Ramapithecus is now thought by some experts to be the oldest of man's ancestors in the direct line, and on and so forth. So it shows that Ramapithecus routinely walking almost as upright as a man, yet the fossil consisted of only a jaw and a teeth. So how could they tell that from jaw and teeth? Most experts now concede that Ramapithecus was merely an extinct form of the orangutan. Orthodontists have shown that the jaw angulation is an unreliable indicator of relative humanness and should not be the determining factor in deciding whether jawbone is from a human or an ape. So, Nebraska man, Piltdown man, Peking man, Australopithecus. That's one I do want to read you because that's one of the more popular ones. Okay, Australopithecus literally means southern ape. In Ethiopia in 1971, one Australopithecus afarensis skeleton was discovered about 40% complete by Donald Johanson. He named it Lucy, after a girl mentioned in a Beatles song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And that's right, you'd have to be delusional to believe it, because that was a euphemism for LSD. So everyone agrees that from the neck up, Lucy was a gorilla-like. Also from the neck down, nearly every feature was non-human. Lucy was not a human ancestor. At best, she was a form of extinct ape. At worst, she was a combination of 2 or 3 species. She is still touted as one of the best evidences for human evolution. Today, these animals are no longer considered ancestors of man, but instead are a variety of extinct apes. So, I still see references to Lucy all the time. And it's an extinct ape. Java man, another huge hoax. Neanderthal man. What are the evidence of the origin of man reconstructions based? Why don't we find more human fossils? Why do people continue to claim that they found fossils of human ancestors? A lot of it is monetary. So, great book. That was just a little brief overview of a particular chapter in there on the various fraudulent claims of ape man, and there just aren't any. So Adam and Eve were not monkey. Somebody's trying to make a monkey out of you by saying that. So God bless you. I'll talk with you later in Jesus' name.